Hey, this is WhyBeAre with BeamNG.drive, and today we're going to be taking a look at a mod that adds a semi-truck to the game. Now, the truck that comes with the game is more of the American style, where this is more of the European style. By that, I mean it has a flat face, and the American ones have the big, long hood. So you can go ahead and drive this thing around a little bit. Now, this is just the default version of the truck. There are some other versions, which we'll be going through later on. And as we drive this, you might notice it kind of looks small, which is just actually an illusion because the camera on this is a little bit more zoomed out than the camera would normally be. But if you put this side by side with another vehicle or even just get it on the road like we are right here, you'll see it's a full-size truck because it takes up most of the road right here. Like if you told me actually to stay in the lines, it would be a struggle. Thankfully, I don't have to stay in the lines and I could drive like this. And then I have all the road in the world to work with. Now, let's go ahead and wreck this thing up. I think just smacking into these trees might work out pretty well. We'll go 8 times slow-mo. Ooh! Grabbing the cab left and right, all over the place. This is some good damage right here. How did it make it through that, though? I thought it was going to get stuck for sure. And that is the resting spot for it. And somehow it even went upside down. Okay. Well, a little bit hard to see it because of that, but tons of damage on this thing. And overall, it seems like it did pretty well for that. So now we can go ahead and reset it and then attach a trailer to it because that's really what it's made for. So we're going to go ahead and grab a tanker trailer that we can attach to this thing. And hopefully it spawns up in a location that works. Yes, this will work. I just got to do a little bit of maneuvering to attach to the trailer. And although this isn't the reason for it, having the camera this far zoomed out actually works pretty well for towing things. The actual reason the camera is so far zoomed out though is because this mod is based on another mod which I made a video for in the past. It was the 8x8 utility truck, which is this crazy off-roading beast. And this is kind of like a road-going version of it that's more normal for the streets. So the camera's placed a little bit farther back because it's set up for the 8x8 version, even though this isn't an 8x8 vehicle. It looks pretty close, game. Come on, let me have it. Man, the game's being a pain right here. It's like, nah, you ain't lined up yet. Come on, give me that trailer, game. There we go. That was weird. Also, you might have noticed right there, you can attach either kind of trailer to this thing. The big, normal 18-wheeler trailers like this, or the smaller ones. If I recall correctly, the truck that comes with the game, you can only do the 18-wheeler trailers on. You can't put the smaller ones on it, so I thought that was pretty useful. And this is going to get bouncy. Please don't tip on me. Alright, we're good. So with the trailer attached, this thing still has enough power to drive along. It is a little bit slower than before, but we're also going uphill, so it's not a perfect comparison here. We're able to get it up to 30. Come on, 30. Come on, 30. Where's 30 miles per hour? That uphill, man. We're losing speed. It's going to downshift on me. Oh, man. Okay. Now, thankfully, there are faster versions of this thing available if I feel like upgrading. But right now, I think we're okay with this. I mean, we're able to maneuver around and just... I am not respecting the trailer at all. Every time I go around a corner, I cut the trailer through it and just don't even care. And right there, just right next to the trees with the trailer. I don't care. But we should have a good straightaway coming up across this bridge where we can get up some speed and then get some good wreckage. I'm just kind of driving around with this thing, enjoying the Euro Truck Simulator experience. I know, it's like, but you're in America, WhyBeAre. At least, you know, this map takes place in game, but this is a European truck. I'm torn. Which game am I playing? Actually, here's the easy way to tell. Which side is the steering wheel on? It's on the left side, so this is American Truck Simulator. Even though some trucks in Euro Truck Simulator do have the steering wheel on the left side, I always play in countries that have it on the right side. So therefore, American Truck Simulator it is. Now let's go flying. So lots of speed on that one, and ooh, right into the trees, and the trailer coming in with the extra crush. So we'll try to look at this, and it's kind of hard because the trailer's in the way. Like, you can't see much right here. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and just move the trailer. And there, we could actually take a good look at that. So, tons of damage once again. And you know what goes well with tons of damage? Tons of power. So, the version of the truck we are driving right now is the RXS 360. And I think that means it has 360 horsepower. There's also the RXT 730, which I know for a fact has 730 horsepower. Which is basically doubled the one I was just driving. So, this thing is stupid fast. And to help prove that point, we are going to attach the trailer to this one as well. We just got to do a little bit of maneuvering, and hopefully the trailer doesn't be a pain in the butt like last time where it wouldn't attach. There we go. That was actually nice and easy. All right, away we go. And if we can get some traction here, look at this. We're already going 20. We're going to hit 30 in the dirt right here. Come on, 30, 30. Yeah. And now we got to slow down, though, because there's a corner right here. Once you get through that corner, we floor it. We're already up to 30 there. And we can keep going, probably hit maybe even 50 on this uphill. Let's see if we can go that fast or not. And yeah, it's not as fast as a sports car, that's for sure. But for a truck carrying a trailer, this thing is ridiculous. I gotta slow way down here because of the corner. It actually has much better braking than I would expect, even while carrying a trailer, because I was braking pretty early there and it stopped. Also, it has custom sounds. I'm going to let you listen to that as I drive around for a little bit, and when I see somewhere appealing to crash, I'm going to do that. Okay, that should be good enough to give you guys an idea of what the truck sounds like. And if I'm not mistaken, we should be getting to the spot where there is a cliff that we could drop the truck off of soon. I think it's kind of just past these trees, and we're going 63 miles per hour through here, which is pretty crazy. For a big rig to be going this fast through a tight road, that's faster than most of them will go on the highway. And you're doing it right here. Wacky truck. Anyways, here's the jump. Let's go! Get a little bit of slow-mo. Oh, that is a beautiful flight. Like, I dodged the rocks initially to get that big impact, and now we're just gonna probably tumble to the bottom. Are we gonna have any other impacts? Let's see here. Nope, just into the water. And you can't really see too much in the water. Like, you try to look up above, try to look below. No matter what you do, you can't see the truck because it's at such an awkward angle. So you know what we have to do? Go and reset the truck, and then we will reset the trailer as well. And just to make sure I'm right, let me find a trailer that attaches to a normal pickup truck and then try to attach it to this and make sure it actually attaches. And that's why there's two different colors when you try to pull up the trailers on this thing. And we're gonna have to do a little bit of maneuvering to get this thing into position, so bear with me here. Forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. That's all you gotta do. There we go. If I don't hit this on the first try, that's gonna be shameful. That's an easy one. Alright, so like right about here, you hit the attach trailer button, and there you go, it attaches. Alright. See, you can have a little itty bitty trailer on this thing even, which is such overkill, especially when you have this version of the truck. It's complete overkill. The truck doesn't even realize there's a trailer attached to it. That trailer's so light. The only way to notice is when the trailer tips over and starts digging into the ground, like saying, slow down. Because look at this, we're already up to 50, and we could probably get this thing up to like 80 miles per hour on this little downhill section, I would think. 70, and 80. I saw 80 for a second, and hello, trees. I was so busy looking at the speedometer, I was not looking at the road. And now we can look at the damage, and then we could go ahead and go to a different map, because I'm a little bit bored of this place. So let's head over to Grid Map to do some more crash testing like things. And for the next test, we're going to use a version of the truck I have yet to show off. That is the RXT 480 dump bed. And the cool thing about this is the dump bed is fully functional. But first, we're going to do a little bit of crash testing with it. So we're just going to accelerate it into a block over there and see how it does. We'll probably hit about 30 to 40 miles per hour, I would think. So let's see. Can we get to 30? Yep, there's 30. So first thing we're going to do is just right into this. We'll go about 8 times slow-mo. I'm kind of curious how it will fare with just the roof hitting. Ooh, it condenses. Alright, let's go ahead and speed that up and really take a look at that thing. Mashed it in, and amazingly, this truck still drives pretty much perfectly, I think. But what I want to do here, actually, is put the truck on top of this, which sounds really weird. Like, why am I doing this? Because I want to use the dump bed, and this is the best way to use the dump bed. So to use the dump bed, all you do is you hold down the O key once the vehicle actually respawns. Did the game crash? Okay, good. And you'll see it lifts, and eventually the rear will open. Whatever's in there will fall out. But if you were to try to dump rocks directly onto a vehicle behind you, there's not enough height to do it. So I just put it on this ledge right here, and then we could dump the rocks directly behind us and tumble on whatever vehicle I decide to put there. The first thing we need to do, though, is actually get some rocks in there. So I'm going to spawn up a bunch of rock stacks, and I'm just going to teleport them into the truck. So you hit spawn new. You get the camera off of them by holding shift and hitting C, and then you put it above it, and then you hit F7. And I'm going to do this many times until the bed of this is full, and I'll be back once that's the case. Alright, we have everything set up, and I have 2 cars behind this because I'm not sure how far the rocks will actually go when I open this up. So here we go. Let the rocks fall. Nice. So it's all hitting the blue car mostly. A little bit just tumbling onto the Corvette though. That was awesome. Alright, go ahead and get this blue car. Find it in all the rocks. There's so many rocks here. The easiest way to tell is you look at the tachometer. When it actually has a reading, that's a car. Can we pull this thing out? No, it is stuck. I mean, it's damaged, but it should be drivable if we can get it out. Come on. There we go. Off of me, rocks. You can't hold me back. Yep. Let's see. Does it drive? Yes. Is it straight? It appears to be mostly straight. Maybe a tiny pull to the right. Now a lot of pull to the right. As for all the rocks, I could try to reset them in there. We'll do another one, but that's going to take a second because of the way I put them in there. So I'll be back once everything's set up. Oh, it looks like it can fit. There we go. So it can fit, but it's not going to get out the rear because of the hinge. So like I could tip it and try, but I'm pretty sure it'll just stay in the bed. Let's give it a go. Yep, it's going to stay right there, but we could drive along like this. Car in the back. We're going to tip over super easy like this. And here we go. Just one quick maneuver like this, and oh, it actually is staying stable? Wow, this truck's suspension is magical. I figured this thing would be so top heavy it would just be gone, but I'm actually able to whip this around a decent amount. Alright, let's get this thing up to some serious speeds and try to whip it around. Like, it has to be able to tip over eventually, right? Oh, almost at 30 miles per hour. It is taking a while to get up to speed, unfortunately, because they keep maneuvering so poorly. So there's about 40 miles per hour. Can we get it to tip? Yes, we can. We got the Corvette out of the truck, sir. But we also destroyed the truck in the process. Is that a bad thing? Yes, it is. Now, there's another version of the truck you have yet to see, which is the cement mixer, which is pretty much the same as the cement mixer you find on the T-Series, but the front looks different. And I think it might be fun to see which is stronger. It's freezing in place forever. There we go. So it just should be a quick 180 right here, and that's it. And I don't want to go over the suspension test because I'm not sure how well it'll clear those yet. We can do one later on, but just not right now. So you park it right there, and now to get rid of all of those rocks. Okay, rocks have been removed, so we'll accelerate that truck, and then we'll accelerate this one, and this will be the one I actually drive. The other one will just accelerate all on its own, and hopefully it works out. I could use the whole AI chasing method, but I think I can manage this. Wait a minute, where's that red one going? Wait a minute, where's the purple one going? Okay, this is harder than I thought it would be, but we got it, we got it. So 2 trucks on a collision course. This is a high-speed impact for these trucks, so 100 times slow-mo might be overkill. Actually, we'll do 16. Which truck is stronger? Turns out, it looks like the Euro truck is stronger. Alright, go ahead and speed it up a little bit to 8 times slow-mo. And then full speed. So, how did this truck do? On the inside, looks pretty much perfect, right? Yeah, a little bit of deformation, but overall pretty good. And then back to the outside. How's the outside look? It's bashed up. How about the red one? Well, they ended up on its side. How's the inside look here? The inside is really beat up. So I would say at least this truck is less safe. And it also got damaged more, it looks like, too. Like, this one looks like it could maybe be repaired or something. The purple one. Red one, not so much. Now, for something dumb. You see, right about there is where they crashed, right? So what if we just snuck in a car in between them and smushed a car? Now, this is a car with a roll cage. And as far as I know, it needs that to have a chance. So we'll spawn it right here. Go to the red one, accelerate it. And then we go to the purple one and accelerate that one as well. And then we just gotta try to line them up as close as I can with the yellow car that's just sitting there. So we'll deal with this one right here. That looks close enough right there, I would think. So how did the red one look? Awful. He is way off center. We can fix this though. And clean up the angle right there. That looks pretty good. How is the timing between the two? That looks perfect. They're going to hit it at pretty much the exact same time. You know what I want to do? Let's go ahead and become the car for the best possible camera angle and smush. Woohoo! That thing wow. Well, it's safe to say this thing is not going to be able to drive because it has been so smushed. And I actually kind of want to take a better look at it. So let's remove both of the trucks and now we can actually peek at it and it's so thin. A poor car. It didn't stand a chance. What? How is it dry? Okay, not only is it driving, it's actually steerable. I can steer this a little bit. What? This is absurd. I don't get this thing. How is it not only driving, but steering as well? This might be the most beat up vehicle I've ever seen drive in this game. You know what I'm going to do because this thing is so amazing? I'm going to try to save it. Like, I wish there was a save forever so I could load up this damage, but right now I'm just going to save that because that's amazing, and then we'll reset it. Actually, you know what? I don't even need to reset it. I could just leave it there and be beautiful, and then we could just drive this around wherever I want like I could before. So anyways, what I want to do here is just a quick suspension test with this thing. We're going to do it two ways. One from the outside, one from the inside. Speed here is going to be about 12 miles per hour, it looks like. Kind of slow for a suspension test. And it is really bouncing this thing about. One of the neat things about this is the way the suspension is in the cab of the vehicle. It actually smooths it out a little bit. And you can see how the cab is flexing independently of the bottom of the truck a little bit. And you can kind of see this if we go inside of it. It looks smoother. It's still a rough ride, but it'll look a little bit smoother, I would think. So let's go with the driver's camera. You can actually take a look at the inside of this thing after the suspension test. So here we go, about the same speedish, maybe a tiny bit faster. And yeah, it looks rough, but not as rough as the outside looked. In fact, I feel like I can go faster for some reason, even though I shouldn't be probably, because I would still be hurting my spine. So anyways, here's a quick look at the inside. Same as the vehicle it's based on as far as I could tell. And if you want to, you could, turn on the lights and all that. See, there's a little light on the dash. The dash has functionality to it, so it has speedometer, tachometer, steering wheel works, and you got pedals down there. They're a little bit hard to see, but they do function. Let's try to... Oh, no! Okay, so, I forgot. Cement mixer on this thing is top heavy and will tip it over whenever you don't pay attention. Right. Essentially, right there as well. You have the option. So we go to here, and then we just look for the cab, and this one has the long cab, but you could have the high long cab, and then you could also have the short cab. So we're going to put one on each truck. And unfortunately, changing parts on this thing takes forever. So then this one will get the other cab, and then we'll have one of each that we could actually compare. So next we have the semi-short cab. Kind of a weird order, though. I know. It's like, here's the long one on the right side, the short one in the middle, and then the next one on the left. Yeah, sorry about that. But anyway, short cab is right there. And you can see it's shorter than that one just by looking at the length of this back section. You can clearly tell that one's wider than this one. And then on the inside, you can see right here, it's just a wall right there immediately. And if we go to here, you have a little bit more space, which might be enough to maybe lay down in and sleep, where the other one, I mean, I don't know if that's enough room to do much of anything. You can maybe put a drink back there, that's it. And then we have this one, which is the same as the one on the left, except it has extra height on the rear. So you can see it has a little bit of a bulge right there, where the one over here on the left is just flat. So those are the three different cab shapes. Doesn't change too much to the interior, but it has enough of a difference so I wanted to point it out when I looked at the interior. Also, one more look at the interior. I kind of went over the interior a little bit more when I did the 8x8 truck video, and you could look at that if you wanted to. Otherwise, I think that will do it for this video. Till next time, this has been WhyBeAre. I'll see ya.